Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to week 44 recap. Mrs. KZED, how are you this week?
I'm doing great. It's week 44, and it tells me that we're kind of getting closer to the recapversary, right?
It is. It's getting close, and there's we got some tricks up our sleeves. Go figure. And it's like funny. This is going to be a special one. We've decided we're not going to entirely break the rule this week. So I think we got this might be the only month in a month or week in a month that we've actually not broken the rule. So I was happy about that. But a couple special things going on. I know you're helping us prep for VeeamON update, which we'll come back to here in a second. We got a lot of stuff going on for that. We got intakes. Oops, don't want to blow our own secrets, but a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, again, as you mentioned, a few things from special department. So first, Veeam announced the VeeamON update event. And I will share in a second this thread that Milder, our Veeam legend, started here in community, and it's really active. He published it 2 days ago, and 25 comments. People are registering, sharing their, best guesses, what to expect from this event, which is, pretty cool. And second news from the special department that we are going to announce Veeam Legends second intake next week. So it's happening.
It's going.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. I've seen the list. You worked on it. Sorry, you caught me mid-sip, but this is going to be great. So I'm happy for that. And we're going to do it twice a year. So that's awesome.
Yes, that's right. Okay, community has been busy. Let's take a look at the content. And again, Rick, we're not breaking the rule today.
That's correct. This is 3 highlighted contents plus 2 FYIs to the community. So it's not
exactly. We have to stick to the rules at least once per month or quarter. There should be some cadence.
Occasionally.
Occasionally. Okay, so let me start with this one. And what I like about this post, it was delivered by Nika, that he's sharing a real case from his experience from the, so he was working with a customer and got into a situation, and he's sharing the entire scenario. What was the infrastructure? What was the issue? So he analyzed everything and checked backups and etc. So he found the problem, and of course he found a solution. And here he's sharing how he managed the entire issue with the instant recovery.
I love these real world stories. This tells you how this, say, Veeam capability could be used in Nico's day-to-day life. And I actually think that reading these are very helpful because a lot of times, in fact, I had one of those just this morning, Ksenia, where it's like a Veeam capability can be used in a different way, right? It's like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. So it wasn't instant recovery, it's the replication engine, for example. But instant recovery can be another way that you can, just get out of a problem. And thank you so much for sharing that, Nico.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Nika. Okay. Next one, and I mean, again, Rick, I just want to emphasize the length of this one.
I think we hit a limit.
Yeah, so this one was delivered by KZED, and he created you might tell step-by-step guide on installation and configuration. So KZED is calling best practices, but it's super detailed. I mean, as much detailed as it's possible, and he put together all the links, some of them from Microsoft side, some of them from Veeam, some of them from solution architects, our solution architects running their own best practices site. And then he's walking you through the entire installation process with all screenshots and steps to be done.
Yeah, basically this is the full process, even before where does Veeam go, right? If you need your handheld in an end-to-end scenario, this is a way you can do it. So this is great perspective here by KZED. And I was kind of cheeky on the hit a limit. We actually have a post can only be like 30,000 characters or something like that. And he hit the limit. So it had to go to part 1 and part 2. So
Exactly.
KZED actually gets 2 spots with the same idea. which is awesome.
Yeah, and so now to part number 2, and here he's just, carry on the idea and keep going with this configuration best practices and, all the steps that you have to perform on backup jobs and, all the things, how to edit it and, so on and so forth. So I highly recommend for those who just started, or I know that it might be challenging when you start with something, something new. These 2 posts are for you, for all these people out there who probably just started.
Well, and I love that he also is putting up the scripts so that you have some automation options as well, because there's a certain amount of benefit to just clicking through the user interface and doing something, but also having the script options for some of these steps is very helpful, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So kudos to you, Link State. Thank you for sharing this. This is outstanding effort for sure. And now, again, it's too special. So first, as we mentioned before, register for VeeamON update. And I heard there is some special thing for partners, Rick.
Yes, right. So first of all, we got to explain what is VeeamON update, right? So it's like it's VeeamON's in May, and it's this big kind of end-to-end Veeam experience, and then we've got some big plans for next year on that. But VeeamON update is really kind of like what's happened since, right? That's what it is. It's not a whole new VeeamON, but I will tell you there's 2 interesting things. One, yes, we're going to have a very dedicated 2-hour segment of content just for partners, and it'll be multiple choices, meaning, if you're in the reseller part, technical stuff for partners, there's all kinds of angles for partners there, because honestly the VeeamON that we did online earlier this year, we didn't have enough partner stuff for it, so this one's kind of balancing it out. And the other thing, and I'm not supposed to tell anybody this, how can I say this without getting in trouble?
No, you can say this. It's special for our community from special department.
I'm just going to say there is a very interesting something new that we're going to disclose at this event.
Boy, I know what's that.
I'm probably good. You're going to get in trouble. You didn't hear it from me, or maybe you did. I don't know. But that's coming up.
It's coming up. Go ahead and register. And as I mentioned, Mildred started the new thread, and it's kind of active. And go ahead and share your thoughts on this if you registered and what you're looking forward to. Okay, and last but not least, again, I just wanted to highlight. So we have these fun Friday threads, and usually Mikul Paul is the boss here, so he runs all of them. But today, I think that yesterday he flew to Mallorca and he's somewhere enjoying the sunshine, beach, and cocktails, and he asked me to back him up with this thread. So today's Fun Friday is about what's the worst reason of an outage you've ever had. So there are some interesting stories already. So I published one from Michael. You may find also one from Johan. And I also saw that Bertrand, just go and share. I mean, it's so interesting and at the same time inspiring. And again, since it's story, most likely you figured it out already, right? It's solved. So it's behind. You are good to share.
Yeah, I got to put in a few of mine back from when I was practicing IT Pro. I've got some stories. I got to think about how do I tell them and not make anybody mad. They're all true, but I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So.
Yeah, I remember when we had System Administrator Day session, you mentioned that someone sold a tape driver. Or
yeah, they sold the tape driver. Like... Yeah. No, we're never going to use that. Gosh. No.
We need more stories like that. It's Friday, so just go to this thread. I think I will add it in the description of this community recap and share your story.
Awesome. Yeah, busy week. Thank you for sharing, everybody. And special props to Link State with the double dip. That was that's legit content.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, for contributing, and see you in community.